I just got back from BrickWorld Chicago, and honestly I wasn't going to do a haul video, but like I just kind of looked around at all the stuff I had and I thought it'd be pretty cool to share with you guys what I got, and it was really awesome to meet a lot of fans there, so that was great too. So thank you guys to anyone who came by, said hi, and anyone who came to our LegoCon coverage. Of course I took home my shirt from LegoCon here, and then I also have in my possession, actually somewhere in this jumbled mess, 4, because the other 3 will be going out to the other 3 members, completely signed posters from the LegoCon stream. Unfortunately, the LegoCon stream just didn't go as good as I'd wanted it to, but regardless, Whatnot sponsored all that, and it was an awesome time. Speaking of Whatnot, I will be doing a live stream tonight, Saturday the 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern, so I'll link that in the description below. And coming up in this video, I'll show you some exclusive items that I'm going to have available there tonight at 6. Anyway, at Hot Topic in Indianapolis, I ended up buying the SpongeBob Employee of the Month badge, as well as some Patrick socks, and then I won this from Camden in Boston, but I really traded him for it for a foil pack. But I saw it and it was gold and it was Ryan's World, and I was like, I want this. At the convention, one of the cooler things I ended up getting was a box, you know, just an empty box. The Cloud City box. I paid 200 bucks from this, bought it from a guy named Stud City. You know, just wanted it to complete my Cloud City kind of combo of everything, because I had the set, the instructions, all the minifigs, and just didn't have a box to go with that. So now I kind of have it all, and that is pretty exciting, because like that's just been something I've been trying to track down over the last little bit of time. I apologize, this whole video is just going to be all over the place. You're gonna have to deal with it. My buddy Tech gave me his minifig here, and then he also gave me 3 of these like foil pack bag separators, or like things, or maybe it's 2 of them for you know, to hold your cards for Lego Star Wars trading cards. Pretty cool, and something I might get into at some point on the channel. Anyway, down here, my friend Sans gave me this thing, only because I said I didn't want it. That's literally why he gave it to me. I was like, this is an illegitimate thing to collect. It doesn't count. And so he gave me one, and now, you know, if you ask me, I think it does count, and I have to collect the other one. So I got that. Pretty cool Lego Star Wars 3. Actually never played that game. And then he also gave me the, what do you call this, steelbook for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So pretty cool to finally have that, because the version I bought didn't come with the steelbook. So that's a nice addition to the collection. Thank you, Sans, for those things. The only real sets that I ended up buying for personal use at the convention is this McLaren, which actually I got for free from BrickWorld. It's like just when you sign up for like the $80 sign up thing, it comes with a set, and this is a set that I didn't have, so I chose that. Some other options were like Mandalorian brickheads, but I had that. Bought this from my buddy Noah for 40 bucks at the yard sale, and then I think I got these from like Hope Castle for maybe $65 total, 70 bucks total. Either way, I saw Power Miners and knew I had to have them because Power Miners are cool. Mike, the guy who sent me a giant box of Legos like 2 years ago, I finally met him in person for the first time, and I was underprepared. He came with a gift, and so thank you, Mike. He gave me a carbonized Boba Fett Black Series. It says like collector grade on the box. I mean, this is a crazy one, so that'll definitely be a nice addition to the collection as well. And I bought a lot more Black Series, actually. I ended up buying like, I got a lot. Quite frankly, I got a lot. So the Target there had like this archival C-3PO. We had the Lando Calrissian. I was like, bro, I don't have the Black Series. I have to get them now. I think I got this in the mail while I was gone, the Boba Fett. And then I also ended up getting Omega. And here we have Crosshair. Oh, Echo. This one's Echo. So, bunch of Black Series there. And then even more Black Series from like a litany of different stores. We got a Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian. We got Kit Fisto. I'm not sure if this is probably an episode 2 version of Kit Fisto here. And then even more Black Series yet. I went a little hard with the Black Series. I had ordered 2 Boba Fett's, so I got the 2. And then we also have a regular Mandalorian Death Watch Trooper guy. And then the Ahsoka from The Mandalorian, which was really cool. And then finally, fan favorite, Bill Burr Star Wars Edition. So great character to have as one of my Black Series collection items. Yeah, let me clean this up a little for a second. Alright, so on this mat here, we've got a few things going on, and unfortunately I didn't write down names for one of these things, so this is a custom figure that a fan brought up and gave to me. Now this figure has a red base, looks like it was black and white paint splattered on, and it looks absolutely sick, so love that, and thank you to who gave me that. I might have written the name down, but I can't find the paper or plastic that I wrote it on. Another fan gave me this Larry Bird card, which is awesome, along with this sick Thrawn novel with some clone troopers and Thrawn with very long hair on the front. Or I guess not novel, but comic. So love that. Very cool thing to add to like the Thrawn collection and the basketball card collection. I just have some extra figures from a challenge video I did. That'll be out kind of soon. I have some high hopes for that video. Had 20 YouTube Lego people, and yeah, it just turned out to be a great video, I think. So very excited to show that off. This is from another fan. I think it's like a Horn Company trooper or something, and then really cool pin of 2002 Jango Fett. And then we have a few more things in here. I bought this clone trooper. It's got a slight misprint. I bought it at a store in Pennsylvania on my way up to Boston, and that was like 20 bucks, so that was a must buy in my opinion. This is a bunch of misprints from something cool that I'm going to talk about in just a second. Then from the guy called Cloud City Boba Fett on Instagram, he gave me this, which is like one of his figures I guess he was giving away or selling at BrickWorld, and yeah, cool figure, something I'll keep in the collection, but not something I know all too much about this current point in time. And then this black mat you see here is actually created by a couple of my friends, Danny and Spencer. They gave this to me for free with no expectation of anything back, but it's mock.industries, I guess is their site, and this is their first product, and it seems to be a pretty helpful thing. It's supposed to help you with like angles of slopes of bricks and stuff, as well as like being able to count plates and bricks very easily. So this seems like it could be a very helpful item for me if I ever get into mock building, you know, type of thing. So yeah, pretty cool item. Very glad they gave me that. So that's a nice addition to the collection as well. And this here is the first look at my new line of custom minifigures that I'm going to be selling both on my website when it goes live and exclusively for a little bit on Whatnot. So like I said, I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, and a few of these figures will be available for sale there. I'm not exactly sure how many, but I wanted to create some figures inspired by the Skywalker Saga game, as well as some, of course, classic figures here, both classic and modernized Mr. Jedi Bob. So pretty exciting stuff, and something you can look forward to. The finalized products will actually have packaging, but these ones that I'll be selling on Whatnot won't have packaging, if that makes any sense. Over here we got a black bag. This is, oh, it's a mess in here. I got a few Minecraft sets. They were like really cheap, like $13.48, and I think they're worth like $45 each. So I was like, those would be a good thing to have to either sell or give away or do something with at some point. These I saw at checkout at that store, Knight's Kingdom Polybags, and I was like, those are really cool. I'm buying those for my personal collection, so that's exactly what I did. I also bought some magnets from the same store, so I got this Star Wars magnet here, pretty cool. Unfortunately, it looks like my Indiana Jones magnets didn't make it. This seems to happen with some of these old magnets where they just literally fall off the thing, so I'll probably just re-glue those on, honestly, because like, I want to have them, but they're, yeah, that's not good. One of them did survive, apparently. Oh, it looks like it's already peeling, so yeah. I don't know what causes it, but like anytime I get to touch any of these magnets, they just start peeling. Are these glued? No, these are figures being sold separately. Would you look at that? That's crazy with the magnet kind of standing alone there. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, those are like 15 bucks each. And then I saw this. I meant to give it to someone, but I didn't, because I forgot, but it was funny and it looked like gummy bears, so I bought it and it was like $5, so like easy cop. I got this really cool gift with purchase, so that's a nice addition to the collection there. The Forest Hideout, just something I got from buying a lot of things at the Lego store for that video. In here are a bunch of parts also from that one video. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but it's a giant bag of parts that I now have added to my collection. And then there's actually a bunch of like TIE Fighters and dual Mandalores in this bag, so you know, even more crap that I don't necessarily need. Well, actually the TIE Fighters will be useful, but you know, it's just more stuff basically. And Shai gave me this very cool military minifigure from Brickmania. That was very nice of him as well, so that's a pretty cool figure to have added into a small collection of military stuff that I have. So obviously I don't go to conventions expecting people to bring me things, but sometimes they do, and another fan brought me this, which, you know, wooden minifigure, nice on its own, but he literally engraved and painted my logo into the wooden minifigure. Is that not just the coolest? And I have his name written on a plastic bag. The only problem is, I don't know where the plastic bag is. I think his name was Owen. I'm sorry, Owen, if that's not your name. Not Owen? I need to be better at that, but man, it was a really cool gift, and thank you to the guy who brought me this, because that is definitely, I mean, I'm just gonna put it up here now. It's gonna be replacing, so I have a wooden minifigure, but like, let's be honest, this is way cooler. It's gonna be replacing the wooden minifigure on the shelf here. Like I said, I'm doing a Whatnot auction tonight, unless you're watching this video in the future, at which point it already happened. I needed things for my Whatnot stuff. JB Brick Fanatic was selling a ton of minifigures, and he wanted a substantial amount of money for this stuff. And so I ended up basically going back and forth with, you know, a few different potential buyers that wanted to buy all of these figures, and I was like, oh, here it is. Yes, his name was Owen, the guy who brought me the wooden minifigure. And then Josh gave me this misprint of a Kashyyyk clone trooper. So Josh and Owen, thank you guys so much. I'm glad, I thought I remembered his name, but I was like, oh, maybe it's not, but you never know. Anyway, so I ended up buying, I think, about 800 minifigures total, and all of these, unless I find a few that I want to keep, obviously, are mostly going to be sold through my Whatnot auctions, because like that's just what they're for, a bunch of 501st troopers, and there are tons of different characters in here. I think there's some really rare figures. Is this the one? This one does have a Phase 2 Rex in there, so that'll be at one of the auctions eventually here. I actually bought this dual investment set without the figures for 15 bucks, so that was a steal. That's for personal. But yeah, tons and tons of stuff, bunch of battle droids, and I think grand total on all these figures, I paid like $5,300, $5,200 for it, so it was a substantial amount of money, but I needed stuff for my streams, so you know, it's a business type of investment, which is kind of new to me, but not really. Like every once in a while I buy things to sell, but this is like definitely like a I'm buying this to sell purchase, so very interesting, I think, to see all this stuff on the table, and certainly if you see anything you liked through the plastic goodness of bags, check out the stream. Whatnot link in the description below. You get $10 off your first purchase. Could net you a free minifig, basically. And then after the con, I went to a store called Whoppy Bricks in Wisconsin. He gave me a minifig of me, and he gave me this Grievous Starfighter set for free. I did film a video in his store, so you can look for that probably on the vlog channel soon, but it might make the main channel. I'm not really sure. Haven't edited it yet, but basically the video is called Going to the World's Smallest Lego Store, so that'll be out at some point. Very excited for that one. I think it's a banger, and it's given me some inspiration for another video I might do next year, but I don't want to get too deep into that. A couple sets that showed up while I was gone were these Harry Potter sets. Who cares, right? That's what I thought. Then down here, we actually went to Atlanta Brick Co. after on the way back from Chicago as well. I bought this like TIE Fighter display thing for 20 bucks. Kind of cool, neat, unique, something nobody else probably really has. Could go like up on the display behind the Death Star or something. I thought that was cool to have. And then a sub-collection I've been meaning to complete ever since this Millennium Falcon came out in 2017 are these like posters of the Millennium Falcon. They came out with 3, and I actually got this one back in the day. I still have it somewhere, but I figured since they all 3 have the same frames, I would end up picking up all 3 of the different posters at once, and these will make great decor in a house someday, or maybe honestly in this room. I'll probably bother to hang them up because they look cool and I have them already framed, so like it'd be a waste to just throw them in a box. So very cool to have these, and they were 40 bucks each, which I don't even know if that was a great deal or not, but to be done with it, I'm happy. Now speaking of great deals, Atlanta Brick Co. did sell me this for 50 bucks. It's a big magnet thing, kind of like poster with the Death Trooper on there. It looks super cool, so this is something I'll definitely be magnetizing at some point and putting somewhere. If that has magnets, maybe a fridge. I mean, it's that, or I can slap it on my car, and I'm not gonna slap it on my car because someone will steal it. I bought this Pick-a-Brick cup at the Lego store. It literally has all the same piece just because I thought it was a cool color. And then another item that arrived whilst I was gone was a sealed Count Dooku Solar Sailor, which I bought because in the Tales of the Jedi show for Star Wars that's coming out later this year, I think they announced it at Star Wars Celebration, young Count Dooku is going to be there, so I was like, oh, well, I may as well get the sealed Count Dooku set so I can do the review when Count Dooku shows up in that show, because like, you know how I've been doing it with the shows and the reviews, so I just wanted to have a tie-in thing for that later down the line, and that's what this purchase is, so expect to see a review on this probably by the end of the year. More than I honestly thought I had been getting at BrickWorld Chicago, and I had a great time, so thank you to any of the fans who came and saw me, thank you to any of my friends who gave me things and helped make it such a great fun time. If you enjoyed this haul video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. This is a surprisingly large haul. Goodbye.